From the Millersville University Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kyle Elliott.
And I'm student meteorologist Mitchell Cocaine.
Here with the medium range forecast and video discussion issued on Wednesday, April 9th. Well, Mitch, you know what? Taking a look out the window, boy, it's a lot nicer than it was over the weekend. The sun's back. It's a little chilly out there, but, we'll take it after that miserable day we dealt with yesterday with the winds and the cold.
Oh, 100%. This is a great improvement from yesterday. I love the sunny skies out there, man. After
nice.
The whole weekend and all the cloudiness the past couple of days, I'm kind of ready for the sun to come out again.
Yeah, me too. We had a hard freeze this morning, so that's no good this time of the year, damaging some of those early blooming trees and flowers, including the apple and pear blossoms. So that was not a good thing, but like I said, it's not nearly as harsh out there today. It's still going to be pretty chilly. Temperatures are going to be 10 to 15 degrees below average with highs around 50, but, we'll take it considering the winds are going to be light. Unfortunately, I think the clouds are coming back tomorrow, and they're going to stick around late this week through the upcoming weekend. In fact, there's a very complicated situation that's basically going to unfold across the mid-Atlantic coastline over the next 24 to 72 hours. It's kind of a complicated and complex setup. We have an area of high pressure over southeastern Canada, a large jet stream ridge over the Rockies and into the western high plains. Exactly how strong each of these features are, how deep this trough actually digs south into the eastern United States is going to determine where exactly this coastal low pressure system forms later Friday into Friday night, how strong it becomes, and where exactly it tracks. If you look at the Canadian solution, the Canadian suggests that the low is going to remain weak. It's going to develop over the eastern Carolinas, skirt right out into the western Atlantic, and stay hundreds of miles offshore. In this case, we'd only get very light rain Friday and Friday night, and most of Saturday would just turn out dry across northern Maryland and southeastern PA. However, the European model suggests that this low pressure system develops closer to the coast and intensifies more quickly, and it also tracks northeastward right along the eastern seaboard. So in this case, Saturday would turn out to be a raw, windy, rainy day, just really nasty weather with highs only in the low to mid 40s. But again, if the Canadian's right and it is dry and the sun peaks out in the afternoon, we could be as high as the mid 50s by Saturday. So models are really all over the place with this storm system because of how complex the situation is. So I'll just have to fine-tune the details over the next 24 to 36 hours. But regardless, by Sunday, both models suggest that the storm system pulls hundreds of miles offshore. The Euro still has it closer to the coast than the Canadian, but either way you slice it, Sunday looks partly sunny here in the lower Susquehanna Valley, and temperatures will be back closer to normal in the upper 50s to perhaps low 60s. So overall, if you're trying to get outside this weekend, Sunday definitely looks like the better day. You'll probably need an umbrella throughout the day on Saturday, and you'll definitely have to bundle up because it's going to be pretty cold out there with temperatures only around 50 degrees and those east to southeasterly winds. But like I said, big improvements on Sunday, and Mitch, it looks like early next week that warming trend is going to continue, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is. There's going to be a high pressure system settled over the state of Florida. That's going to give us that southwesterly flow, and it's going to pump some nice warm air into our region. Maybe highs in the upper 60s there. You guys can see that cold front out sort of over the Midwest. That's going to make its way eastward here Monday night into Tuesday. And there's really going to be no precipitation settled with it, so really kind of end up kind of like Monday in a way of some nice temperatures up in the upper 60s and partly sunny skies.
Yeah, looks like a nice start to next week after what could be potentially a pretty miserable weekend. So taking a look at the medium range forecast, mostly cloudy, breezy, and chilly on Saturday with a chance of showers or steadier rain depending on just how close that storm system tracks to the coast. High 50. Still quite cool on Sunday, but not nearly as harsh as Saturday with a mix of clouds and sun. High 58, and then partly sunny, warmer, and more pleasant on Monday, and also Tuesday with highs both days in the upper 60s. Well, that'll do it for this edition of the Medium Range Forecast. Tune back in next week for the latest edition. Until then, stay dry over the next couple of days and look forward to those warmer conditions early next week.